Hello? Hello? Is anyone there? I I feel so lonely right now. Is hello? Hello? Is anyone there? Isn't that how we feel sometimes with God? We feel like we're asking is hello? Hello? Is anyone there? Hey guys, I'm Pastor Josh here. If you're new here, welcome to Welcome Life, where I'm here to help you welcome a life different from the world every single day, every Thursday at every man, my days are completely lost. Every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Alaska time. So if you're new here, consider hitting the subscribe button below. And let's just go right into the content. I want to share with you that I probably went through my wife and I probably went through one of the toughest experiences you could ever go through in life. If you're married, and that's the experience of a miscarriage. It was hard for my wife and I, and it really tested not just my wife's faith, but my faith, because I was having to, be strong for my wife and for my family. And I'm wondering, God, where are you? Where are you in this? Like, or are you actually here? Are you actually like listening to me? Because that's the way it feels sometimes. We feel like when times get tough, when we don't have anywhere to go, God, where are you? And then the song Battle Belongs by Phil Wickham came on. And it hit straight at home. Like literally, if you haven't heard that song, I'll put it up here in the card, and I also put it right down there in the description. Look up that song, because what the song says is the battle belongs to you, Lord. The battle belongs to you, Lord. And it hit home, because isn't that where the battle goes? Like when we're scared and we feel so alone because of how tough life gets, we wonder, God, where are you? We forget to take it to where the battle belongs. We forget to take it to the person the battle belongs to. I'm going to just throw out some verses today, and I want to talk to you about that, because many times in life, even in the Bible, they went through tough times and they knew where the battle belonged. They knew who the battle belonged to and how to take it there. And it's first one's in 2 Kings chapter 6, verse 7. And this is talking about Elisha and the servant. And when the army of Israel is surrounding them, and the servant runs up to Elisha and says, we're about to die. What are we going to do? And this is Elisha's response to that. He says, and Elisha prayed, open his eyes, Lord, so that he may see. Then the Lord opened the servant's eyes, and he looked and saw the hills full of horses and chariots of fire all around Elisha. Like, just stop and think about that. The battle belonged. Elisha knew that the battle wasn't his. The battle wasn't his. He knew that he wasn't alone. And so he took it to God, who opened the servant's eyes to show you are not alone. Even to this day, guys, you are not alone. And also in Hebrews chapter 13, 5-6, it says this: keep your lives free from the love of money and be content with what you have, because God has said, never will I leave you, never will I forsake you. Say with confidence, the Lord is my helper. I will not be afraid. That's hard to say, isn't it? Say with confidence, the Lord is my helper. I will not be afraid. Like, fear sets in really quick. When we were going through that miscarriage, fear set in really quickly. It's just going to be the normal for us. It's just going to be what we're going to continuously go through. If we're ever going to be able to have another child, I'm blessed with 2 kids right now, guys. And it's just like, are we ever going to be able to have another child? That's scary. But again, never leave you nor forsake you. Like, that's the promise we have to lean on. That's the promise that when life gets tough and you feel lonely, God has never left you nor forsake you. And then I'm not talking about what Jesus said, okay? When Jesus was given the final commandment to his disciples, the Great Commission, But it's interesting what Jesus sandwiched, how Jesus sandwiched the Great Commission. I'm going to read it to you. It's in Matthew 28, verses 18 to 20. Matthew 28, 18 to 20. And it says this. Then Jesus came to them and said, all authority in heaven and on earth has been given to me. Therefore, go and make disciples of all nations, baptize them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit. Teach them to obey everything I have commanded you. And surely I am with you always to the very end of the age. Did you see the sandwich there? First, Jesus talks about the power and authority that he's been given over all the earth, over all heaven. That's the power and authority that Jesus has. And then he says, make disciples. And then he follows it up with, I am with you to the very end of the age. Guys, he was telling his disciples, life will get tough. Loneliness happens. And you're probably wondering, when life gets tough, is anyone there? Is anyone listening? Cry out to Jesus. Do like Phil Wickham said. Get on your knees and pray and take the battle to the one who already has the victory. When we fight loneliness in our lives and fear, it's because we're trying to fight a victory on our own. We're trying to fight a battle that's already been won. We're trying to fight something that we can't win. Yet at the same time, the battle's already been won. Hey, Pastor Stephen, it's good to have you tonight also, sir. So the question of the night is this: how has loneliness impacted your life? We all go through spouts of loneliness. We all go through stages where you feel lonely. You feel like you can't make any more. How has loneliness impacted your life? Let me know in the comments so I can be praying for you. Because, guys, it's better when 2 or 3 are gathered in prayer, especially in intercessory prayer. But that's a whole nother story in of itself. It's time to start taking the battle where it belongs, and that's to God. Don't feel lonely when you're going through something wrong. Take it to God. He never left you. He never will. As always, guys, it's time to be different. It's time to live different. You have a good night.